Marc Baptiste. I'm a paleontologist. I'm most known for discovering more theropods than anyone else, more ceratopsians than anyone else. I've discovered more unique species than any living paleontologist. I've excavated more hectares of Escalante Grand Staircase and any other dig site in the Great Basin than anyone else. I've disproved more theories than anyone else. I'm the best.
I'm Willie Bakker, son of Bob Bakker. Come from a long lineage of paleontologists. Past few recent months of my life has been expanding on my father's work. I've been spending time down in Argentina, looking for a new species of raptor that is really would be quite a groundbreaking discovery.
So we know that Willie Bakker had a dig just over the hill from ours in northern Utah. It's a really popular area. There's tons of dinos out there. You know, you can just throw up, some jarts or something anywhere and they'll land on a dinosaur skeleton. So, we're out there. It's a little bit fish in a barrel, but, we want something nice for TV. So, we went where the big ones are. But Willie, because he's afraid of a challenge, he's out there too. He's not trying to show off for anyone. He just wants an easy find. So, when we get out there and our tools are missing, we know exactly what happened. What I'm hearing, like Willie's saying he's been in Argentina. It's just not true. There's no one else out here who would be trying to take our stuff.
He has been sabotaging our fucking dig this whole time in northern Utah. And he claims that he's off doing his thing in Argentina. We know you don't have the fucking funds for that. We know you don't have the fucking equipment for that or the crew to do that. And I know you're here, cunt. Like, it's very obvious. We've seen traces of your people dealing with our people at our dig site, and I don't really have much to say about the little cunt, I think he's fucking shit, cunt. I think he's the worst. Worst kind of made him marginal. I didn't even say that last word right.
Which is just preposterous because, as mentioned, I've been in Argentina. And why would I go to northern Utah? That place has been dug out. It's bone dry. You're just as well taking your kids over to Thanksgiving Point and digging for trilobites in their little fenced off area they have. I wouldn't waste my time, is what I'm trying to say. So the claim that he's trying to make, it's just a lie.
Little Willie, as we call him, fucking Little William Bakker, he gets all his claim to fame from his fucking father. Let's fucking, fucking elephant in the room, put it out there.
But, Willie's got what he thinks are big shoes to fill, but I don't know. They're like a 6.5 wide with a lift.
I think I've more than enough proven myself as a paleontologist, not as my father's son.
His father's nobody. You see these videos of him, he's talking down to everyone. He was like an evangelical minister. He doesn't care about dinosaurs. No one who's ever been to church cares about dinosaurs.
I'm not really guilty of where I was born. I'd like to think that had I been born into another family, that I would still be doing paleontology. I've always had a thing for dinosaurs and bones. In fact, as I was starting up and coming, I had just finished some of my studies at Harvard, where my father went. And as I was stepping into the industry, if you will, I actually went by a different last name as to kind of separate myself and show, kind of do like an Emilio Estevez type of thing. That I can do my own thing too. So I went by Willie Pargeski for a while. And then as my father got older and started stepping back a bit, we were working on one of our last digs together 10 or so years ago. I hope it's not our last, fingers crossed, but he's not doing too well. And he said to me, we've always had an interesting relationship. He said to me, why don't you take on my last name? And I said to him, well, I want to be my own man, Dad. And he said, but aren't you my son first? And that always stuck with me. And so that's when I made the switch back. And it's a continuation. I hope my son or daughter or whatever hopes to be a paleontologist and continues with the same last name.
I don't really know anything about Willie's relationship with his father. I know that it's probably weird because he's a fucking shithead. And my dad was pretty cool. I think I'm a pretty cool guy. So, but I noticed that's like a kind of normal thing, that like when someone has a fucked up dad, they're kind of a shithead. So I think that's probably all that happened there. I don't like Bob. So I get it.
Phone rings. My mom comes to my room and goes, hey, your dad's on the phone. I come to the phone, I'm 8, so. Anyway, it's my dad, and he goes, happy birthday, champ.
Wow.
And I go,
is this the fucking interview? I better fucking drink, cunt. Is this all I got?
Roger. We have a sausage for him.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
You good? Why don't you just
Aye. Cheers, little fucking Willie. Come on, cunt. Come on, give me a fucking
hey.
cheers.
Let's just bring it over this way for a sec.
Yeah. Do your thing, little
fucking
little Willie.
We're
You
gonna
do your fucking thing.
Hey, Roger.
is he gonna be in the room for the rest of the interview, or?